special edition impromptu episode of Taco's Truck playoff edition. Joe's not winning because he has that belt you can see there. But we just wanted to do a little quick cover. I know I had posted on Facebook about what's happening, but
yeah, we ain't been on in a while.
Yeah, just want to do a little something. How you want to start this out, Joe? You want me to just go down the matchups, or you got something to say?
I got a couple just quick things just to cover. Just some fun. Yeah, I got some fun dumb shit just about the season. We'll hit the only bright spot for second harvest. You guys actually outplayed Pocket Dogs. You guys have 10 victories to our 8. So congrats.
Yeah, I told you we're the better division.
Congrats on that. Well, not so fast. I'm going to help you out here because then after that came up, I had to come up with all the reasons why you're not better than us.
Yeah, okay.
Total points scored by division. Pocket Dogs scored 9,726 points for an average of 124 a week. Congrats. Second harvest was 9,245 for 118 a week. So we almost got you guys by 500. Not too shabby.
You are stretching here.
Oh, dog. It is.
You are stretching. What is the head-to-head record? My division versus yours?
10-8.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, couple fun things here. So I went through the weeks and week top scorer every week. So interesting enough, Kilo was week 1, week 3, week 7, week 10, and week 13. Kilo was top scorer 5 times this season.
Best in slot works out, man.
Yeah, for sure. Matt,
remember that for next season, guys.
Matt was a one-timer, and that was the time that he actually has the highest scoring points for the season. He had 184.8. Only other person to break 180 was Marshall with 181.9.
Let's go.
And the crazy thing is for Matt only getting highest score once, he led the league in scoring. So that's pretty interesting.
Consistently up there.
That's true. I got it once. Marshall got it like 3 times. JR once, yada, 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 down the list. Mark got it once. And then
I never got it.
No, you did not. The 70-point club, we have members of Brandon. Our leading scorer, Matt, was also in the 70-point club. Sean was a 2-time 70-point club. Mark was a 2-time 70-point club. And Marshall was in the 70-point club. Not to be outdone by the flop of the week, but we're just going to throw you in the 70 because 52.
No, I want to be in my own club.
Dog, you ain't getting your own club at 52.
What do you mean?
That's brutal. And then the last one, this one,
that was a legit lineup.
So, we had a lot of cool stuff happen this season, especially like towards the end. I mean, I can't remember having a season where we had so much on the line in the last week, we discussed it last
Everyone week. In the league, but 2 guys, me and Tom.
Yeah. It had something going on for them, whether it be playoff positioning or getting the first round bye for myself or someone making it in or making it out. And then plus the wood race. So it was really competitive this year. And like we were just talking about points scored, I wanted to throw out something here that out of the total games played that everybody played, 13 games apiece, we were only underneath 100 points, 16% of the season. That's pretty legit. We got, and for a 12-man league,
I feel like it was more than that.
I do too. So I went and did the numbers. There's 156 games played and only 25 of them were underneath 100 points. And a lot of those were in the 90s, like high 90s. So for a 12-man league, I don't know how, but I think we're going up, baby. We're going up. That's an increase, man.
All the way up.
Yep. No doubt. But that's all. I just had some stupid numbers for league wise, but
that makes me feel a little bit better about our league.
Yeah, dog. It's legit. I like it.
God damn, you are super, super light, bro.
Dude, I know.
Turn off the light or something.
I'm sorry. Let me darken this.
You washed out.
Let me darken this baby up. Oh my God. You're getting spooky. Dude, this light is bogus.
Turn it off, bro.
Here, hang on. There we go.
There we go. I was starting to go. No, it's Jesus.
What is going on? I can't turn it off. Look at, watch. Fuck it. We rocking it. You can see my face. We rocking it.
Oh, we look like you're in a fucking old school like horror movie.
Yeah, this is crazy. I can't believe the
um,
spot. She's got so much shit on top of this desk.
yeah, man, 12-man league.
Yeah, that's legit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with all that, man. That's pretty good goings. Dang, let's look at that. Look at that light. No matter where I put it, I'm pointing it against a damn wall. Let me get it
Turn it down.
all up against the wall. Oh, here we go. A little bit better. All right. You got anything else for the league, Dave? As far as just a recap?
No, the season's not over, but I do want to say that I'm really proud of this league. Not to sound like sappy or anything, but we all had an expectation of this league, and we were working towards it throughout the years, but we never quite got there. And I think that this year is by far the closest that we've hit. Um, it makes it a little more stressful too because it's a 12-man league and people are still being competitive, obviously, like you said. Um, the last few years, not including this year, but the last few years were a little rocky. We had people quit. Um, and honestly, out of every like fantasy football league that I do, and I mean, I'm a little biased because I'm the commissioner of this one, but this one is my favorite. This is the only league that I've been in that people outside of the league talk about the league. I've had people ask me about the matchups in our league that are not even in our league.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And people are wondering about who's going to get last place and blah, blah, blah. So, this league is fun because of the people that are in it. And, as like I said, I started this league and I am proud of this league. And I just want to say thanks to everyone. Like I said, I know this isn't the end of the season, but I just want to say through the regular season, we have had a lot of shenanigans, a lot of
this season was crazy.
People were consistently talking on the boards. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling, but I can go on quite a bit about how this league has progressed. Like I just want to throw it out. Like I don't want to say, anything bad about people previously and their knowledge about sports or anything, but you know, Marshall got picked on a lot about his sports knowledge, and Marshall's been in the playoffs. Marshall makes smart moves.
He's won 8 out of the last 9 games.
He uses his brain well when it comes to fantasy football. Johnny O has his name on the wood more than anyone. And I will tell you, in the last part of the season, there's no one that I'm proud of more than Johnny. Yeah, Johnny is out here making wild moves because he needed to win. And he was doing what he had to do to win because he wanted to be in the playoffs. Yeah, and it worked.
Week to week, bro, and he was killing it.
It worked. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that sets this league apart from other leagues is, I've said this before, I've been in another league for a long time. It's a really close group of friends, but it's not even remotely close to this league. I spend a maximum of 5 minutes on that league a week.
Yep.
And this league, I spend all my spare time on it because people are doing crazy shit. They're making moves. They're thinking ahead. That you have people thinking way ahead. But
yep. Some guys, I'm just grind it week to week, and some guys are going 5 weeks out. Man, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. I am proud of the league, and this league this year has been super, super fun. So thank you guys for that. I really appreciate
getting JR in this year. JR has been good. The COVID season was nuts, dude. You're at 30. So Johnny O's at 29. I'm at 26. I mean, we are
so crazy.
Eking by here, with moves. But
yeah, And not to continue rambling, but when we first started the season, I remember we were sitting in my garage about to do the draft, and we were talking about how this league was going to be this year because of the COVID. We were talking about certain spots, having extra spots, blah blah blah, all types of shit. You guys remember. And I'll be honest with you, I did not think it was going to go the way that it went. I did not think that we were going to vote extra spots out.
Right.
I also didn't think once we did vote them out, I did not think that people were going to want to keep the acquisitions to 30.
Yeah, that
We
was
brought
that
it
was
up. We
insane.
asked about 40, and people said, no, let's
Mm-hmm.
keep it to 30. And I will say, I know I didn't make the playoffs, but I'm glad that we did because it added an insane element to
It
this
did.
year. Once again, people ask me about this league. People that you guys have no idea know who you guys are because they ask about the league and I talk about the moves and whatever they ask about. And I will tell you every single time someone asks me, especially other commissioners, how are you guys handling COVID this year? And I tell them, we're just doing the same thing.
That's right, dog. We balled out, baby.
No
Balled
extra
out.
bench spot. Nope, no extra bench spot. No injury reserve COVID spot. No. So, like, what are you guys doing for waiver wire? We cap our waiver wire moves 30 a year. Are you
Gangster, bro.
fucking serious?
Gangster.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we do.
Yeah, that
And
was a grinder. We're
yeah,
nasty. This is nasty.
I will honestly say I love this league. And there's been times throughout the years with the manager makeup that I really enjoyed. But this year, I can honestly say this was my favorite mix of managers. This was a really fun
Yeah,
year.
I agree. I agree. Tom and Schultz, even the last 2 years, Mark, all these guys that came on the last couple of years, uh, and then like I said with JR, dude, I think we got a really good mix of people,
Yeah, yeah, I definitely believe that. Um, I'm really excited for next year, even though, like I said, it's not over this year, but it is for me. Um, and I was talking to other managers; they're gonna take a different viewpoint going into the draft, and I'm already excited for it. We're not even done with this year, but like I said, it's over for me. So, but I'm really excited to see who wins. I'm excited to see who Matt plays in the final and loses to.
That's what's
Um,
up, baby.
it won't be Joe.
Yeah, it
So
will, baby.
I
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
not picking a favorite like who I think is gonna win, but I'm gonna tell you who I want to win, and that is 100% John.
Johnny, oh, yep.
And if it's not John, I want it to be Marshall.
Oh, you're killing me, dog.
So
Where's the
we'll
first?
see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be excited if my boy Matt wins, but I'm just going off of previous years. He's gonna get second place. So
He is the bridesmaid every year, dog. Every year,
man,
for sure.
every year my guy gets the lowest points scored against him, and every year this guy. I mean, there's no doubt that his team is good. Like I clowned his team a couple times this year. I'll be the first one to say that, but I will be the first one to say like the guy balled out this
Oh,
year,
dude,
and
no doubt.
but
He scored.
every year no one scores any points against him, and every year he gets second place. Like either he needs to change that this year, or Johnny O needs to win. Let's go, Johnny.
Yeah, yeah. Matt scored the second most points in the league. He almost had 1,700, and literally had 1322. It's 100. What is that? 101 point something a game against him. I mean, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
absolutely. And it's not his fault.
No,
It's
I
nuts,
know.
dude. I
It's
mean,
he's even said like me and him talk all the time. He's like, I don't understand it, but no one scores points against me. I was like, fuck, man,
yeah.
I don't understand it either, but this shit's
I wish I
dope
was
for
on.
you.
Yeah, yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt,
fuck.
for sure, for sure.
um, damn, he just
Yeah,
texted me.
Oh, nice. You want to crack some matchups here, and then maybe get to some championship predictions or playoff predictions for the season in case we don't get
Yeah.
back to a
So
podcast.
um, let me get this right here. So I'm sure everyone knows what the matchups are, unless you're Clint, who doesn't fucking pay attention to shit. But so it's just like normal conferences. First place gets a bye. Um, so Matt is on a bye, and Clint and Marshall will be playing each other,
Yes, sir.
and the winner of them will play Matt. And then on the other side, Joe gets a bye, and it'll be John and Kilo who play each other, and the winner of them gets to play Joe. Before we go into the actual two matchups, I know I posted about this, but I do want to explain because some of you guys don't know how to read or don't want to read, either or. So this is in the our rules page, but I just want to like um, reiterate, I guess. So first through sixth place for the lottery picks goes by the playoff order or by the playoffs. Fifth and sixth are the first people knocked out, and then the number 5 person is whoever's ranked highest between those two.
Mm-hmm.
So say if Matt loses this week, well, he can't lose. I'm sorry. So say if Marshall loses this week, Marshall will most likely get fifth because he's like second place.
Right, he's ranked so high up. Yeah. Yep. Unless it was Kilo. I think Kilo, he might be below Marshall now too. Either
Marshall
way.
was one game behind Matt. So
Yep, there you go. Yeah, he's ahead of Kilo then.
So then 7th through 12th are picked based off of the regular season standings and not the waiver wire standings. I've had this question asked numerous times this year, actually more than any other year. I know that some of the managers are new, but some of these people asking were not new managers. But I want to clarify. 7th through 12th is based off of the standings. The standings are exactly how we do the tiebreakers for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual standing. So when you are asking me about where do I land in the waiver wire if I'm tied with someone, that goes by points scored. Okay. But the actual end of season standings for our league, it gets changed, is by the same way the playoffs are determined for tiebreakers. So if you forget, it's record, head to head, division, points scored. So 7th place is JR. There was a 3-way tie between Tom, Brandon, and me. I had the tiebreaker over Brandon. Brandon had the tiebreaker over Tom, and Tom had the tiebreaker over me. So we have to do the same thing as before when we were talking potentials for the playoffs. It goes to the division. Well, I had the worst division, so I ended up 10. Brandon has second worst, which goes the 9, and Tom had the best, so he's 8. And then Mark and Sean tied, and they went all the way to point scored tiebreaker. So Sean wins the wood, and Mark gets 11th. So I just want to clarify Mark. That. I posted that. People should know that, but people don't read a lot of times. And honestly, there's going to be people that don't watch this fucking video. So, but we'll move into. You want me to share my screen and just show?
Oh, it don't matter, bro. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. If someone's watching, they might be able to. Go ahead. You're good. I got it up already too. I already wrote down some stuff real quick, but
share away. I'll just leave it here then. Go ahead. I'm on Clint and Marshall.
Me too, bud. Me too. So I'll fire off on this one first. I'm not going to go again crazy depth, but just a little touch here. Herbert really struggled last week. I love him against Atlanta's horrible defense. Jonathan Taylor is just a wash for me against Vegas. I love Derrick Henry against Jacksonville. Anybody playing Jacksonville? Boyd. I almost have Boyd as a wash just because it's a screwball there throwing the ball, but he actually had a decent game last week before he got interrupted or kicked out. So I'm going up on Boyd. Landry, I'm down on. Fant, I'm down on. David Johnson, I'm down on. I'm okay with the Colts, and obviously I'm okay with Bullock because they're just going to score points against Dallas. On the other side, I've got Watson as a wash. That Chicago's got a pretty good D, and he lost Will Fuller. Dalvin Cook, I'm up on every single week. Don't care who he's playing. And then he's got a little string against the Jets here. So I love Carson, love Metcalf. Down on Watkins, he hasn't been the same since he's come back. He still uses a lot of Hardman and Robinson, anyone else down there. Just not enough ball to go around. Up on Henry, wash on Parker. And then Chiefs, I'm up on against Miami, and then Bucker's awesome. So on that matchup, I've got Marshall winning 124 to 116 and moving on.
Yeah, I also have Marshall winning this one. On Clint's side, I agree with everything, but I also except I like Noah Fant a little bit this week. But on the other side, um, like Marshall, you do your own thing. You don't have to listen to me because you're in the playoffs and I'm not. But if it was me, I would not play Watkins. I'd put Parker in the wide receiver spot, and I'd probably play, someone else. Like, I mean, honestly, you could play Darius Slayton. Really, I mean, Arizona, they fucking allow so many fucking points, bro. I know that they have old boys hurt a little bit, but dude, Arizona's defense secondary is fucking horrible. Or, I kind of like Philip Lindsay too, but
yeah.
Either way, there's a few players on his bench that I like more than.
Yeah, same thing on Clint's side too. I looked at I know Landry's been hot, but against Baltimore, I don't like it. He's got Mike Williams there to pair up with Herbert, so
yeah,
he's got some people to put in.
I didn't actually look at his bench. I like Mike Williams,
Yep.
But yeah, if I had to put a little bit, and I mean a little bit of money on this one, I would pick Marshall to win. All right. And then what's the other game? It's
Johnny O and Kilo.
Johnny, I don't have to look at it. Johnny O won.
My dog. So I said the same thing. He's gonna clap him up, bro. I think it is gonna be a really, really close game. So in all reality, I feel like Kilo's got the better team. I think Kilo's got one of the best teams in the league. But I'm gonna tell you the reasons why. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the reasons why Johnny's gonna win and why Kilo's gonna lose. So of course, Tannehill, Jacksonville, kicking ass. McKissick, listen, Gibson's probably going to be out again. And I don't care if they can rush Peyton Barber all they want, dude. McKissick is the safety net for Alex Smith. He had 10 catches for 70 yards again last week. I think he had a touchdown to go with that. He's the guy. David Montgomery's actually running really well. High on that one as well, too. And then I know Corey Davis blew up last week, and Corey Davis has been solid all year long. It's a little risky doing A.J. Brown and Corey Davis together. But if there's ever a game I'm going to do it, it's going to be this week against Jacksonville. So I can't blame him. He's literally going to be tripled up with Tannehill, Davis, and Brown. Now, obviously, if that goes sour,
he losing, man. This is an all or nothing situation.
But this is how Johnny's season's been going, right? He is an all or nothing week to week guy, and it's been working out for him. So I'm down with this move. And then keep an eye on Chase Edmonds because they're talking of downgrading Drake. He's already down to questionable, and he might be getting put down to doubtful, which would move Chase Evans into the number one spot for Arizona, and they're playing the Giants. So that might give him a safety net.
Why not McLaurin, though?
I understand why he benched him because he wants to rock the double dub from Tennessee. And he could put him in with Robinson, but I'm always high on doing 3 running backs myself. But, he's got to move. McLaurin's pretty good, and Washington's been slinging, so – but then again, he's rocking 2 guys from Washington. He's got 3 guys from Tennessee. He's definitely he's all or nothing. But I love the Steelers, and Blankenship. He's cool. So on the other side, this is why Kilo's going to lose. Is Josh Allen's had a fantastic season, but listen, he's going against Pittsburgh, who's the best defense in the league, and they just came off of a loss. So these boys are going to be headhunting. I mean, Josh Allen could be in for a long day. And then although Alvin Kamara is super awesome and he's probably the number one fantasy back all season long, go look at his numbers since Taysom Hill's been in. All he gets no receptions at all. It's literally running, and he hasn't broke 100 yards rushing yet. So Kamara's been way down. Mostert's never healthy. He's not the number one. I mean, he's the number one guy, but they run by committee. Wilson came in last week. I think he had 7 rushes for 48 yards. I mean, he's averaging like 8 a carry or 7 a carry. They split too much. So I'm not high on Mostert. I do love Adams. I actually like Woods, even though it's New England, just because the Rams are rolling. And I like Higgins. But everything else, I mean, even Packers D, you would think Detroit, but dude, Detroit can sling the ball. So I got it really tight, but I got Johnny O 127 and I got Kilo 125. I got Johnny moving on. It's just going to be tight.
I'm doing no analysis.
All right, dog.
Kilo's team could be full of Devontae Adams, all Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
John's still gonna win, bro. I'm telling you right
man. I love
now. I do want to throw out a small tidbit, a small interesting fact. I don't know. Go back to our olden days. I say that like it was so long ago, but Alvin Kamara in PPR format gets 68% of his points from passing.
Yep.
68%.
That's a lot, dog. That's a lot. You might as well call it 70.
Yeah, when you don't have when you're, what is he, like backup tight end or third string tight end or some sort of overpaid player throws you or doesn't throw you the ball, and that's how you make your money.
Yep.
That's a rough
one, I would almost, as crazy as this sounds.
And Philly's defense is actually pretty good. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I mean, I would still leave Kamara in, but he's got Ronald Jones. I'd be playing Ronald Jones against Minnesota and take Mostert out all day long. I would play Ronald Jones over Kamara this week. But
yeah, but the bad thing about Alvin Kamara is no matter who he plays, you still play him.
Yeah,
like that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
that's
can still go for 40
like
points.
He's not gonna get shit for points, and I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't know, but I don't think he's going to. But yeah, I got Johnny winning by 0.1.
All right, 0.1. I like it.
Oh yeah.
So if you're saying, and we both agree, it's going to be Marshall and Johnny, I'm not going to look ahead at matchups. I really don't care, but just off of what we kind of know of everybody's rosters, who do you got on second harvest between Matt and Marshall? I don't know any matchups. I don't know.
Yeah, now looking at matchups.
Just want to look at their roster real quick. I see his roster. Okay. This week.
God damn, dude. I know I said I want Marshall to win, but Matt's team is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to this motherfucker. I mean, Kyler Murray's like her, but Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, Brandon Cooks, the Walrus. Motherfucking Wayne Gallman's still out there grinding.
Yep.
I mean, he's still got P. Rivers.
Yep.
I mean, Jamal Williams.
Even Amari Cooper's still getting points, even though it's
Amari Cooper.
Yep.
Debo Samuel.
2 different defenses to pick from, Saints and Bears. Yep. I'm going to tell you where I'm at, and I know Marshall's got a stacked team, but listen, with Fuller going out and Matt having Cooks, that could actually nullify some of Watson's points as well. It could. And Eckler's back healthy. And the way Diggs and Walrus are playing, and Kyler Murray ended up, I think, the 4th highest quarterback in fantasy this year.
Yeah, but his last 3 weeks have been asked.
I know. But, dude, I'm telling you, I'm picking Matt. He's the bridesmaid. He's going to make the finals.
Look, all I'm going to say is I just want this to be known. I changed what I said before. I want the winner to be from my division. And I don't think it's going to be Clint. So if it is Marshall and Matt, I don't care who wins. If you told me I had to pick one, we're putting money on it, I will probably pick Matt. But I'm just gonna say I don't really want Matt to go to the finals because this motherfucker be getting second place every year.
Oh yeah.
So Marshall is, in my opinion, our best bet.
All right.
Just off of history.
All
If
right.
we're going off a straight lineup, Matt's got the best team.
Okay. So you got Marshall on this one?
Wait,
Are you taking
who do I
Marshall
want to win, or who do I think's gonna
who
win?
do you think's gonna win?
Matt.
Marshall or Matt? Okay,
Matt.
All right. Who do you think's gonna win on Johnny and Joe?
Well, I don't want you to win, but I think you're gonna win.
So I haven't looked at Johnny's either, but what I do know is I do know who my guys are playing, and the toughest matchup that my guys have is Mahomes and Kelsey are playing New Orleans, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's New Orleans. I don't care if it's Pittsburgh. It's Mahomes and Kelsey. They're still going to ball out. And I do know.
You just do all this to plug your team?
No.
What you?
No. But I'm just saying I haven't looked. I don't look ahead at anyone else's this week or into next week, but I do know who I'm playing. So I'm picking myself too. Johnny's been on a hell of a run. He did a great job getting in. I got him making the Pocket Dogs Championship, but I'm beating him, and I'm going to the finals. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's just like last year. I'm taking Matt down in the finals to go back to back.
Man, we'll see, bro.
Go ahead. You can lay it out there. What do you got?
Nothing. No, I mean, you're just cursed on the
pick
the
one,
bell.
dog. Pick one.
Oh, if it's you and Matt or you and Marshall. Oh my God, I hope it's you and Marshall, and he claps your cheeks, bro. My division's winning.
If it is me and Marshall, I'm just taking credit for building Marshall's fantasy knowledge over the last 4 years.
No, what you're saying. Okay. Maybe a little bit. But if Clint wins,
oh my God,
you get to put your name on the trophy.
You're going to give this guy a complex, by the way.
Clint get to put your name on the trophy still because that's Joe 2, not Clint.
That's what he said.
That's Joe 2.
He said they're calling it Joe 2. He was not happy.
Joe 2. That is Joe 2.
Well, then I'm rooting for Joe versus Joe 2, and then I'll slap up Joe 2.
You're just gonna win no matter what.
That's right. Winning, baby. No, I actually got myself against Matt just because I know what my matchups are in 16 and 17 or 15 and 16. And I made sure I made moves to get there. So we'll see.
Right.
But who knows, baby? If I go back to back, it's going to be a unbearable year for the rest of Password is Taco. Password is Taco.
You were like half champ this year.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me. No, full champ without my trophy.
No.
Hit that little bastard in the ass.
That's like saying like you're a porn star with a huge dick, but you got erection problems.
God damn. Just missing that little bit, you know.
Yeah, like
missing something.
The thing that actually matters.
Right, for sure. Well, look at where it is now. Look at it.
Right, I see it now.
It's right here.
Right. I need a piece of paper. I wanted to do a little updating on I don't have a pen.
Hey, while you're looking around, I am going to speak on
hold on.
Oh boy, Eskimo. Mark, you dodged the wood this season, and I am super happy. You did not start off 2 years in a row with the wood. Because I respect, the fact that you have some football knowledge, and you should definitely be doing better than you're doing. But dog, you got 5 wins in 2 seasons. 5 wins in 2 seasons.
You don't have to kick him while he's down. I already told him that today.
I'm dumbfounded. But dude, he scores a shit ton of points. He just runs into some monsters. But man, you need to turn it around next year, dog. Big time. You have hopefully you're either gonna have number 1, number 2, somewhere around there and pick because you got 11 names in. So we'll see what happens. But
yeah, hold on. I gotta stall me for like 2 minutes.
All right,
bro.
all right, I can stall you, man.
Yeah.
Let me go look at some standings here. See if there's anything else that jumps out at me.
Dude, this is gonna be wild. Hold up.
Division record. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 people with 7-3 in their own division, which was the best. and that was myself and Kilo, and then Matt and Clint. We were all 7-3 in our division. I know it doesn't matter as far as home and away records go, but it does keep stats. And home record wise, Matt was 6-0, and he's got home field advantage on his side. So who knows what the fuck that means? But
so go ahead. I kind of want to talk about that, but go ahead.
And then on the away side, consent not required. Myself was 5-1. I had the best away record, and then winning streak going into the playoffs. Matt is at 5. Myself and Marshall are at 3. Brandon won 2 in a row to not get the wood. Kilo won 1 and Clint won 1. So we're all going in the playoffs on a winning streak. And Chubb is going in with 1 loss. So everyone else is going in on a win, and Johnny O is going in on a loss right now. And then lowest moves of the season, we already talked about some of the highest, but lowest was Matt and Tom. Both had 16 moves. And then Sean, shame on you for getting the wood and only doing 19 moves. And Mark, same as you were tied for the wood almost, and you only did 20 moves.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, before we move from that, I just want to say that I wanted Brandon to get the wood, but just because, not that Sean's not going to be a fun wood owner, but I think Brandon would be.
Oh yeah, Brandon,
embrace it quite well.
I agree.
But one thing I want to say is to Sean, how do you go into the last week knowing that you have to win, like you have to win to not get the wood, and you go into the last week with 3 players on a bye, 1 player injured, not being able to play? Like that's the only week that you have left.
Yep.
Like you cannot go into the playoffs.
Nothing else going on.
And you had 16 moves.
Yep. I agree.
And like if you honestly thought like, hey, this is my team. Like there's no one on the like waiver wire that I want. You need to pick up people so other people can't have them.
Yeah, no doubt. Be cutthroat. And you know what it is? I'm going to tell you what happened. Sean got his hands on a trophy this year, and he got trophyitis. And he said, man, I can't get the damn trophy, so I'm at least going to get the wood. He was flopping on purpose. This guy has to have some sort of trophy to be relevant in this league. Sean, you fucked up. You fucked up, buddy.
All right. So the season's not over, but I want to give a little update because I was curious about this the other day. So David bet Brandon, whose 5 drafted wide receiver core would have more points collectively for $50. Now,
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Hang on one second. I haven't looked up any of these because I don't remember who the players are. But after you read them off, let me guess who won before you announce the winner.
Okay.
All right.
But okay. So Brandon has Michael Thomas.
Okay.
Julio Jones. Odell Beckham.
Oh, fuck. He's fucked.
CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
And Darius Shepherd.
Oh, my God. Damn.
And I had...
Wait. He had Sterling Shepard.
Or Sterling Shepard.
Slayton. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Sterling Shepard.
If you have 2 guys that did anything, you won.
So I had Chris Godwin.
Okay.
Michael Gallup.
Oh, yeah. And you had Tyreek for sure.
Marvin Jones.
All right. Marvin Jones. And he came out of the end. Okay.
Alan Lazard.
Ooh, okay.
And Tyreek Hill.
All right. So I think this is actually a little bit closer than what I think, but I've got you winning. I think Lamb probably outscored Gallup by 40. Godwin and I'm going to say Godwin and Julio were probably pretty close.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
You just said, I think Lamb outscored Gallup by 40, right? That's
sure.
What your words were?
Yep.
I just want it to be known that this guy truly is big brain, okay?
Oh, God, did I hit it?
157.1.
All right.
to 118.4.
Oh, baby. That's
What was that?
crazy.
38?
That's
38
49.
points?
That's 49
49?
points, right? Oh, no, wait,
Something
what
like
did you say?
that.
It was 159 to 1.
38.7 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, it's close.
That's
Yeah.
40,
Yeah,
bro.
that's 40. Yeah, it's close enough.
What the
That's
fuck?
hey, that's nuts. I'm just, and here's how I got them written down like this in this little back and forth, this little thing right here.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm gonna say that Godwin and Jones were actually pretty close, even though Godwin spent a lot of time being hurt this year. I bet Jones got him by like 25. I could be wrong. Where are we at? Where are we at?
It's 23. 146.1.
Oh my God. Okay.
146.1 to 123.2.
Okay. Let's do Lazard and Thomas. I think if I remember right, Lazard got hurt the second game and he just came back. So let's just say that Thomas has him by, because he had a 19-pointer, a 19-pointer, a 9, and a like an
Don't
8.
fuck this up, Joe.
I'm not. Let's just say let's say he's got about 50 or 48. Let's say Lazard, but Lazard had a touchdown in like week 1 or week 2. Let's say Thomas by, he hasn't had any touchdowns. I'm gonna say Thomas by 12.
You went the wrong way.
Oh my gosh.
Lazard had 76.2.
Ooh, I thought he went out in week 2. That's awesome. 76
to
50 something.
67.5.
Right? Okay. Congrats, Lazard. Did he get another touchdown last week too? Or the week before?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Bastard. 2 weeks All right. Ago. Congrats, Lazard. We were close. And then Beckham going out. Who's your other guy? Marvin Jones and Beckham. Ooh, I'm gonna say Marvin Jones and Shepard are a little bit closer. Let's go, because Marvin Jones poured it on at the end of the year, but Shepard's been getting like 12, 13 the last couple of weeks. So he's probably got 30, had a couple weeks there. Let's say he's got 80 points, maybe let's say 90 points out of Shep for the season. Let's say Marvin Jones has 7. Let's say Shepard by 20.
Wait, timeout. You said Shepard had 90 points?
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Yeah.
He had 90.9.
Oh my God. Okay.
But you were incorrect
on Jones
by a long shot. Jones had 148.9.
Oh my God. Good for Jones. Yeah, he was only relevant the last couple of weeks. But dang, he must have got some numbers somewhere. So you're definitely going to get this one, because I think Tyreek, last time I looked at Tyreek was a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the best stack in the league. And I was just curious where Kelsey compared with Marshall's little shitbag there. And then Tyreek was actually outscoring Kelsey at the time. He had 203 and Kelsey had 197. So Tyreek's got to be, dude, 280, 270? Yeah, maybe somewhere around there.
274.9.
Okay. And that's smoking. That is smoking Beckham. Or Shepard. Or Beckham, sorry. Beckham.
No, yeah, Beckham left.
Yeah, so you definitely got this one by a long shot. And I'm not to say just by talent, but look at them injuries. Thomas was out most of the season. Beckham's been out half the season. Shepard was out with a toe.
I kind of forgot your fucking big brain over here. I wanted you to just look. I should have done this with someone that doesn't pay attention as much. But if you look at the names, so people told me, actually, you told me I was crazy for taking this. And Michael Thomas didn't do anything. I mean, obviously, part of this is luck. I just want to, I'm not saying that I'm a fucking genius, but I do want to say that Michael Thomas didn't do anything this year. Julio's been hurt half the season.
He had a down year too.
Beckham is out for the season.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb's quarterback got hurt.
Yep.
And
Shepard
is hurt, and he doesn't have the greatest quarterbak thrown to him. You know. And then the ironic part is on the other side. Godwin hurt. Gallup, same thing as Lamb.
Yeah, quarterback. Yeah.
Jones started off horribly.
Really bad.
And
really,
Allen Lazard was out for half the season too.
Yep.
I basically won because of Tyreek.
Tyreek, baby.
But I do also want to point out, I think I've said this before in a previous podcast, that they went back and looked at like this year and last year points wise, and the most consistent wide receiver. Actually, they might have said the most consistent player, but for sure it was the most consistent wide receiver was Tyreek Hill. out of deviation from the
Sure.
average. It was he didn't have a lot of super high games and he didn't have a lot of super low games. He just scored like
Shit. Until this
18
year.
plus every year
Till
or
this
every
year, he's
game.
breaking out a 56-pointer.
Oh yeah.
And
Sorry
then
about
last week, those 2
JR.
touchdowns got called back. Well, the one was incomplete. They called it
Right.
incomplete in the backflip on the penalty. But yeah, he balled out this year, dog. That's
Oh,
what was the
yeah.
bet for anyway? Was it for $50?
$50.
Ooh, congrats on the $50. That's nice. Any other bets that we had out there this year? We were really lacking on the bet thing this year.
Brandon bet me better regular season record for 50. So I don't know how.
It's a wash on regular season record though, because we don't.
Yeah,
It's not going down to division and to points,
right?
That's
Because
something else.
we'll watch that because I would win that because I beat him.
Yeah, head to head.
This
Right.
head to head season. Brandon bet Clint 20-ounce soda and a king size candy bar for regular season record. That's
Schultz.
Yeah, whatever you want to drink, Clint. It's all yours.
You get a Pepsi and a
Clint
Snickers.
Clint bet me regular season record. I lose that.
Schultz again.
Sean bet me
He lost. Go ahead. It don't
that
matter.
Kenny Galladay is going to be a top 5 wide receiver.
Oh no, sir. Even if he was healthy, he was not going to make it.
I know.
No, sir.
He bet me that. I was like, this is fucking candy.
This is why Sean's got the wood. All right.
Oh my god. So, but yeah, that was fun. A lot of regular season bets and
yeah, it's a good season. Good regular season so far. And we definitely got some good playoff matchups coming up. So
yeah, good. Before we wrap it up, I just want to say good luck to everyone in the playoffs. Anything I've ever said bad about your team, I take back because you made it much further than me. Congrats on that. Yeah,
for sure.
Hopefully you win.
I would like to point out that we were right on some of our early season predictions. I know I picked Johnny going in to the playoffs when he had like 3 wins, but I had Kilo coming out and JR staying up. And that actually came down to the last week matchup, how it would have shook out. But and then on the other side, I think we all picked those 3 as well. It was no, I actually picked you getting in.
Yeah, I picked.
And I think I picked getting in. Matt dropping out, and Matt dominated. So
I picked Marshall dropping out.
Yep, and he's been on a nasty streak.
Yeah.
So
later this season, like the actual regular season, like probably like week 16 when it doesn't matter for us anymore. We're not playing fantasy football. We should go back, listen to our podcast and talk about some of the good predictions we had and some of the bad predictions. Because I do want to say, and maybe I'll get humbled when we go back and look, but I want to say that for being a couple of shitbags and whoever our guest was, who is also a shitbag,
we're all dirt.
We made some pretty good predictions.
Yeah, and not just league wise, but football wise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I feel like we did a good job.
We got some knowledgeable motherfuckers in this league, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we do. And I when I was hyping up the league earlier in the podcast, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think that Joe is one of the smartest football people that I know, sports people in general. The guy, I mean, we used to call him Rain Man. People from Guardian remember that.
You gotta eat them numbers, dog. Eat them numbers.
Yeah, I mean, the motherfucker just called out like 8 of the 10 fucking players.
That was luck, though.
But it doesn't matter. Like, no one else would even remotely got close to that. They might have got 1. And Mark is probably the second smartest person when it comes to football.
Football. He knows a lot of football, man.
That's what I mean. Like he competes with Mark or with Joe.
Yeah, he makes me nervous.
And like I said, Marshall has stepped it up. Johnny has stepped it up. JR knows about football. Clint has learned from Joe.
Oh no, listen, Clint still knows a shit ton about football, though. He just learns. He might learn some fantasy shit, but he knows his football.
He
knows
learned
Packers.
a lot from Joe.
Oh, stop.
Joe too.
Stop. You're just gonna get him all upset now. I'm about to hear this at work.
Joe
Clint, don't
too.
listen to him. Don't listen to him.
He's gonna sit. He's gonna fight. I'm telling you right now. Remember these words. He is going to fight Matt, who can sit on Joe's lap at the draft next year.
Jesus Christ!
I
got two legs, dog.
All right, because Matt might piss on you to mark his territory.
Well, here's the way it should go: is whoever the champion is, Mark and Sean should have to sit on his lap because they was way down at the bottom.
Oh my God. Yeah. Before we end this, Joe, I want to show you something after the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay on here and show it to you. But before we end this, if there's anything that you guys want to do for next year, if there's anything that you want to talk about, we're gonna try and do a get together. I don't know what's going to happen with the COVID stuff. Obviously, like I said, the season isn't over, but I just want to throw it out there so people have time to think. One thing I will say that has been brought up is about the waiver wire using a FAB order, which FAB stands for free agent acquisition budget. Basically, you get money and you bid for your players. That might not work in this league. People might not like it. I'm for the league, so whatever the league wants to do. But I just want to put it out there. Like, if you guys want to consider something, I don't know. Maybe you want to go to 14 teams. I don't know. Just don't be afraid to talk to me. I know a lot of you this season especially have not been afraid, but I just want to throw it out again, basically. So.
Yeah, any idea is a good idea because we just vote on everything anyway. You know?
Yeah, we vote on everything, including Kilo's name change, but we did that in secret.
That's fucked up. See, you're all fucking cursed. You were all cursed this year for fucking with me.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Anyway.
All right, well, that's all I got. You got anything else, Joe?
No, man, that's it. Like I said, congrats everybody, top to bottom. It was a fun season.
Yeah, and it ain't super fun season. All right, this is the first season of the podcast, regular season sign out.
Tacos truck, baby.
Tacos truck. See you guys.
Peace.